This is the Baby Angel Geronimo edition. This is the Baby Angel Geronimo editions being used as the banner, platform, theme for the KhoodeelaarTV television channel. Created, maintained, edited and fronted by me, Muhammad Haq, who came across patchy news in the British media about Baby Angel Geronimo in the summer, I think, of 2021. And from 2021, 2, 3, 4 calendar years now, the coverage has not changed. And the Baby Angel Geronimo is the world's bestest Baby Angel Geronimo. And I have dedicated the entire front charge of this broadcasting platform to the status of the Baby Angel Geronimo, the role of the Baby Angel Geronimo. I love the Baby Angel Geronimo as I love all the kittens and all the baby angels, and in particular the Baby Angel Geronimo, I feel, is speaking, silently speaking, as he witnesses the criminality, the cruelty, the lack of compassion, and the corruption and the evilness of the British state, the British Parliament, the British media, the British judiciary. Baby Angel Geronimo stands there in his home in South Gloucestershire, created for him by his human mum, Helen MacDonald, and he expects, rigorous defense of the truth, affecting him as well as affecting other innocents that have been targeted for vilification and harassment and defamation and lies by the evilness personified, Christian evilness, middleness, based at the DEFRA evilness department of the United Kingdom government. Baby Angel Geronimo is God's blessing. The Baby Angel Geronimo is protected by God, and Baby Angel Geronimo is witnessing all the lies by DEFRA, all the lies by Rishi Sunak, all the lies by others in the Sunak-fronted cabinet and the government and the media and the judiciary. And on the day of judgment, Baby Angel Geronimo will be included along with the other angels who are recording everything that has been happening, that happens. Baby Angel Geronimo, we cannot physically touch him because he's not here physically right where I am. But Baby Angel Geronimo has got the mental, the spiritual connections, and I give him, every time we give him endless hugs, and we say we love him and we are with him all the way. The Baby Angel Geronimo is the symbol of the evidence. Symbol of the evidence gatherers, the witnesses, witnessing the corruption and the criminality, the cruelty, the lack of compassion, the depravity of DEFRA, 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 the United Kingdom government, department. The manifesto means that all the evidence presented to all the inquiries set up under the British government's excuse and also under pressure from other elements who wrongly believe that a public inquiry into misconduct by government, misconduct by departments, will reveal the truth, repair the damage. It will not do so. But regardless of that, the actual contents of the evidence presented before the inquiries, like the current COVID-19 inquiry, proved time and again how persistently evil the individual human beings making the corrupt criminal decisions are. Take an example of the Suella Evilar Cruella Fernandez, who has been in denial about the Zionist genocide of the Palestinians. And she has gone to Tel Aviv. She has gone to Tel Aviv to continue the evilness that she personifies, the denials she personifies. So multiply by the numbers of the people that have been deployed by the criminals at various strategic points of decision making, either in government or outside of government, who are in denial and who are capitulating to the overall influence of Satan, and who are supporting Satan's agenda to cause hardship, cause pain, and cause suffering to innocent baby angel Geronimo and others. Baby angel Geronimo was betrayed by the series of so-called judges, High Court judges Griffiths, Murray, and the other one, the third one, whose name I shall publish when I recall the name. I cannot recall the name while I am doing this broadcast, this part of the broadcast. All the evidence presented before the so-called inquiry about the Grenfell Tower massacre, all the evidence presented before the Macpherson bogus inquiry into racist Metropolitan London Police misconduct, betraying Stephen Lawrence and betraying his parents. All the evidence presented to Leslie Scarman's inquiry following the Bristol 1980s Bristol so-called riots. All the evidence, the contents of the evidence, contradict the actual submission of the recommendation by the inquiry chair. Going back to the 1960s, more than 60 years ago, the then Court of Appeal judge, Tom Dunning, was appointed by the then Conservatives, fronted by Harold Macmillan, as the Prime Minister, to look into the Profumo scandal. And the evidence contradicted what Tom Dunning actually declared as his findings. Tom Dennings lied. Now, Tom Dennings lied is a phrase, very serious phrase, because in the history of the 20th century's kind of judicial figures, in the various references to the members of the judiciary in the United Kingdom, Tom Denning is treated almost as a saint. But Tom Denning was a liar. Tom Denning was a brilliant individual. His brain was very sharp. I met him once very briefly, but I met him shortly after his retirement, or about the time of his retirement in the 1980s, when he was flogging the book, The Discipline of Law. Now, that discipline of law is a complete, absolute fabrication. So all the evidence that were presented by various witnesses to the Denning inquiry, so-called as it became known, all the evidence contradicted what Denning actually submitted as his findings. Similarly, the Levison inquiry by Brian Levison, a Scouser, born and brought up in Merseyside, all the evidence that was presented before the Levison inquiry, 2011, I think, were watered down by Brian Levison about the corruption in, of, and through the British media. Now, the Sky News in the last, let's say, 48 hours has been publishing the details of the 7 aid workers murdered by the Israeli Zionist state. And somewhere in the commentary, they are saying that the murders of the 7 aid workers, Western aid workers, would have been denied completely had they not been Western. Even a proven anti-Muslim and still a very festering Zionist, supporter of the Zionist State of Israel, Jack Straw, has confessed this much, that if the murdered aid workers were Palestinians or Arabs or Africans or from other backgrounds other than the European Anglo-Saxon, this item would not have been in the news. Look at the significance. Look at the significance. Seven aid workers, and compare that with, I think it would be nearer 50,000 Palestinians murdered so far since the 7th of October 2023 by the criminal Zionist genocidal State of Israel. And Rishi Sunak, who is selling murderous weapons to Israel, is still in denial. Now, there is a lying kind of tip of the iceberg of the lying media. The tip is being represented by Netflix doing the scoop, making a complete and utter deviation from the rapist criminal Andrew Windsor, and making a heroine out of a proven criminal racist liar, Emily Mate Lies. Emily Mate Lies is a criminal, absolute criminal, dishonest racist liar. What did she do? Had she been not employed by the BBC Newsnight or by the BBC, she would not have got the spot to do the fronting of the interview. The main work, as has been being described by various people involved in the actual preparation of that interview, are not made heroes of. It's Emily Mate Lies. And even the actress, rating on. This is just after 16 minutes, and it was ending this at 02:48 hours GMT on Saturday, 6th of April 2024.